Thomas, Lotto-Soudal has a new member, Caleb Ewan. What's he been like with the team so far?
I've only seen him on training camp, but he's a nice guy. And also I'm winning a few criteriums now, so I think his shape is good, and I'm looking forward to ride for him.
This tour down under, what's the team looking to get out of it?
I think we'll be chasing stage wins with Caleb. I think he has 4 chances on a stage win, so we will go for that. And the other 2 stages, we will see what happens there. Belonga Hill is a bit too hard for most of us, so we will try to get in the breakaway on that day, and then we just go for Caleb and a few stage wins.
You yourself, former KOM winner here. Your thoughts on Adelaide and the course this year generally?
I haven't looked at it that good for the moment, but I know that the final criterium is cancelled, that it's now Belonga Hill at the final day. So we have an extra normal stage, so I think it will be hard again. Sterling is out, but there is a new course in Sterling's place, so it will be the same. Like other years, it will be hard on some stages, and other days will be a bit easier. But probably it will be hot anyway, so that will make it a bit heavier than any other race.
You yourself and the season ahead, there's been some talk of you doing all 3 Grand Tours this year. How does a race like the Santos Tour Down Under help you prepare for the season ahead?
I always start here. It's my 11th pro season, and it's the 8th time that I start. So I like to start here because it's always nice weather. It's a long travel, but the race is nice. It's a good warm up to start. So for me, this is always a race. Not really to show myself, but to see how far I'm standing with my condition. If my condition is already good, if I need a lot of hard training sessions in the next weeks or not. So this is a really good start of the season to see how far I am. And the rest of the season, the 3 Grand Tours, that's the most important part. And it will be hard, but Adam Hansen can finish all 20 of them. So I hope I can finish just this year the all 3, and then it would be nice.
And speaking of Adam, you know, he's an old hand of cycling, and certainly at this team. Just a few comments on him as a teammate and as a veteran rider.
Well, I think we have a lot of we can get a lot of good things out of Adam. He is really important for the sprint train. He knows how it works, how to place the most important riders in the final 3 to 2 kilometers to go. So he did that always for André Greipel, and now he will do the same for Caleb Ewan. So he's important in that part, and also has the stamina and the endurance to do 3 weeks of hard racing. So he will be important in like the Giro to get Caleb Ewan in the first 2 weeks. To get him to the sprint and make sure that he wins. And he's just a nice guy in general, so he is friendly to us in other ways than only on the bike. And Tour of Guangxi 2 years ago, he lived in Hong Kong for a few years, or longer than a few years. And our final day was with a transfer in Hong Kong, and we had to stay there, I think, 10 hours. And he took us out for the day. We went to a really nice restaurant. We went to some hill to see some views and some sightseeings. So not every teammate does that. So that's the type of rider Adam Hansen is.
And just lastly, you mentioned that you've been to quite a few tours down under now. What do you love about coming to Adelaide away from the bike?
We are here in a nice hotel in the city center. So when you come out of the hotel, you can go to really good coffee shops. You can go shopping. You can go to the beach. It's not so far. You don't have that in a lot of races, and it's still January, so it's all a bit easy going. No stress yet, so you can. It doesn't matter if you go out the day when you go out to the beach. Nobody says something about it. You don't have to do that in July. Then you get a fine from the team. But in January it's all okay, and it's still a bit of a vacation feeling.
Yeah.
Even though we have to race, but it's still a vacation feeling that you have here, and it's just a good warm-up and a good start.